has to be hands down the best reality show experience that at least I have had. So that was a nice one, and the other one has to be a very cool dynamic stunt, a bit of which people also saw in my promo. Hi, I'm Nimrit Kaur Ahluwalia, and you're watching me on Bollywood Live.
Hello Bollywood Life viewers, I am Sanskriti and today we have with us Nimrit Kaur Ahluwalia who's all set to impress with Khatron Ke Khiladi 14. Welcome to Bollywood Life.
Thank you so much for having me.
So how was the experience?
Once in a lifetime experience for sure. I mean, I would just say that to everyone who ever gets the opportunity to do this show, they definitely must. It has to be hands down the best reality show experience that at least I have had. Looks so much easier on screen. It's definitely not, and just very happy to be a part of it.
So did you overcome your fears that you wanted to?
Yeah, I think so. It's not necessary that everyone gets to experience all kinds of elements. In terms of, it could, because everything is so much to do with luck, right? You could probably not get certain stunts to do. But I think I and two more people we were the fortunate ones, because I think I've literally covered all kinds of elements, whether it was height, water, underwater, shore, creepy crawlies, animals, dynamic, air, everything. So in that sense, I feel like I got the opportunity to not just face my fears, but to actually overcome them. So I'm very happy.
So was there any one stunt that will always be with you?
Oh yeah, not just one. There has to be more than one for sure. One has to be, if I have to give a tiny spoiler to you, it has to be a height stunt, because I have always been very scared of heights. So that was a nice one, and the other one has to be a very cool dynamic stunt, a bit of which people also saw in my promo. Yeah.
Okay. So was there any contestant apart from you, of course, who has really surprised you in terms of his performance?
Surprised. You will probably not know this now, but when you start seeing the show, it's very weird how everyone, like, usually when you watch a show, you know कि अच्छा ये तो अच्छा करेगा ही, या ये तो अच्छी करेगी ही, and like perhaps you can like kind of form like an opinion and a judgment in terms of who's going to do what, right? But in our particular season, it's actually a great thing that you till the very end don't really know who's gonna do well today. So that's how good everyone was collectively. And that was a great surprise for the team as well, to have a bunch of people who are just ready to be this committed and give their 100% and not quit. So that was nice.
Okay. So were there any moments when you really felt like giving up or something that broke you down?
The best part, I have to say, which is the reason why I'm so like proud of myself, is that not once did quitting ever occur to me in those moments. Like, it was never even a thought that came to my head. Like, a bot did not exist. And I just feel that all of these experiences that you have is a lot to do with how life is, right? So it really helps you explore and understand how you're programmed as a person. So I felt really happy and proud of the fact that not once did I quit. And it wasn't that, I'm human, so you will see me crying to feeling scared and jittery, and all of that will happen, but not once did I quit. Yeah.
And of course, how was it working with Rohit Shetty?
Sir is someone who is, when you spend time around him is when you realize that it is so important to be grounded in life. I think, the fact that if you look at his journey from where he started to where he is today, the fact that he has sustained that kind of success and the fact that he wears it so casually is because he's very self-aware, very grounded, very humble. I think the kind of love that people have for him, and you witness that on the set, from, everyone basically, there's a lot of warmth that people feel towards him is because of the way he is and how he conducts himself and carries the entire team together. He's super chill, super fun. He's very candid, and also I have to say this, that for someone like him, when you don't need to do as much, he does a lot for the people around him. So that's something which has been a good takeaway for me in terms of observation of just learning. And yeah, he was throughout that one voice that really kept everyone going. So we would literally feel like, even in that microsecond when you're feeling unsure, the moment he would say that you can do it, is when you're just like, okay, I got this. So it was very comforting to just have him around. Yeah.
Also, in this journey, did you have any did you make any friends that will be with you throughout your journey now?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have to say this, very, very lucky in that sense. I think I've met a bunch of people who I know for a fact that I'll continue being friends with. If I have to talk about throwing certain names, then I think it has to be Shumona, it has to be Krishna, and also I would say that about Charlene. And the fact that Charlene and I have done a show previously together, and the fact that we never really bonded in that sense, it kind of makes you realize that when you're perhaps off camera, it's a lot more easier to build real relationships, because there's no facade that you're trying to put up. And that's been one surprise package for me as well. But yeah, it has to be Krishna, Shumona and Charlene. Yeah.
Okay. So lastly, how has Khatron Ke Khiladi 14 changed you?
How has it changed me? I think more than changing me. So I think every experience only, and it comes from how you perceive life. I think I'm someone who always tries to look for what can I take away, in terms of what can I take away as a mental note in my head going forward in my journey. One is to never to take things too seriously. B is to also understand that just because certain things you're deserving of may necessarily not happen in that sense, and that's okay. And as long as you know that you're doing your best, it's fine. It's often that you think of perhaps, and I see this in terms of like simple thing as going into a stunt. You want to win that stunt, right? And you have given your 100%, but maybe on that particular day you don't win it. You may not lose it, but you may not even win it, and maybe you're somewhere in the middle. And on those particular days is when you realize that that's life. So maybe today is not my day, but tomorrow will be. So just to be consistent is very important. So I think that is something that became more stronger for me in my headspace, that okay, this is how it has to be. And second is, I realized that it's very important to have new experiences, and not to limit yourself. Often we are all in that rat race. So maybe it's important to break out of it and also experience different things, to discover different things and different side of yourself. And it's important to do that from time to time. These two things have to be my takeaways.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining in, and we are all excited for Khatron Ke Khiladi 14.
I'm glad you are. Please do watch it and let us know how you feel about the show.
Sure.
Done. Thank you.
Thank you to our viewers. Stay tuned to Bollywood Life.